KFVS 12 presents Heartland Eclipse 2017.
Welcome everyone to our 2017 Eclipse special. The day has finally arrived,
and
guys.
can you believe we've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and here it is. Isn't that cool?
It's fascinating. It really is. And as we said earlier, it started in Madras, Oregon. That was the first U.S. state to experience the eclipse. It's going to travel 14 states from the Pacific to the Atlantic and end in South Carolina. So just, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I know some people think we've been talking too much about it, but I mean, this only happens once in a lifetime.
Yeah, I saw one fact that says experiencing a total solar eclipse where you live happens on average of once every 375 years.
Yeah, 12.2 million people live in the path of a total solar eclipse. Of course, a lot more people have been traveling to those areas, so you know that's gone up a lot. And the last total eclipse in the U.S. happened in 1979, and the last one that crossed the continent, 1919.
Yeah, so this really is, it is a long time, and we're so blessed to be right in the middle of it. You know, sometimes we joke that all points lead to the Heartland, and in this case, it absolutely does. So we have crews all across the region helping share this story and share the event with you. Marianne Maloney is in Perryville, Crystal Britt's at Southeast Missouri State, Brittany Jacob at SIU. So we've got you covered all across the various towns that are all, again, in this path of totality.
Yeah, Nicole Cartmel is at Moonstock, where Ozzy Osbourne started seeing Howl at the Moon during the totality. So once again, traveling across the United States, a shadow of the moon, the Umbra, I believe it's called, and I thought this was pretty interesting. It's going to travel up to 3,000 miles, 1,500 to 3,000 miles an hour as it goes across the United States.
Here's a look at the actual path that the eclipse is taking. As Jeff mentioned, you know, began in Oregon, and here you see it coming straight through, right through the Heartland. The last place you'll be able to see it is in Charleston, South Carolina. But again, the longest duration of the eclipse today, right here, Illinois. Carbondale, McCanda, Cape, we're all right in that moment, which is wonderful. 2
minutes and 43 seconds of totality.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Marianne Maloney. She is live in Perryville. Marianne, what's happening?
Hey guys, it's hot up here at the airport in Perryville, as Grant alluded to earlier, and you guys know as well, but there is a lot of activity going on here. This process of the moon crossing in front of the sun is a slow one, but it's actually a good thing for scientists who can prepare, and they have a lot of experiments they want to take while this eclipse happens. Joining me now is Peggy Hill, a physics professor of Southeast Missouri State University. Peggy's been waiting for this moment for a very long time. She's a team of students down there taking part in a very neat experiment. Tell us what you guys are doing down there.
Our students are a group of undergraduates at Southeast Missouri State University, and we're taking part in the Citizen Kate experiment, which is to take data or pictures of the inner corona during totality. And you said a long process. These kids have been working really hard all summer, coming out, taking data, and right now, during the last moments when the moon is going to cover up the sun, they're making their last minute adjustments to get everything just right so that their motor drive can keep the sun in the frame that they're taking pictures in for the 2.5 minutes of totality that we're going to have. So I'm really excited, particularly about the weather. We're good weather, so we're looking for good data.
Okay, I was over there a few minutes ago, guys, and they have it up on a computer screen, and it looked so perfect, it almost looks fake. And of course, it's so much closer than what we see from the ground looking up. But it's a delicate work that they're doing over there. It's hard for Peggy to stay away and not try to control it, but it's delicate work.
Yes, these students really need me to leave them alone. Mike Rogers and I are the co-lead volunteers for this project, but if we've done our job right, we are superfluous today. They do not need us. They know what to do.
What do you expect will happen with the cornea? Do you know? I mean, surely this has been done before. Or are you doing something different?
Okay, the Citizen Kate experiment, only a total solar eclipse allows us to see that inner corona perfectly. And the Citizen Kate experiment is special because for the first time they're coordinating 60-some telescopes across the U.S., all with identical equipment, to take pictures over 2.5 minutes of totality for each site. So it's like passing the baton from one site to another so that we can stitch them all together and get a 90-minute video of what happens to the the sun's atmosphere, the corona, how it changes. And you can liken this to watching clouds. You can look up and see where they are. If you watch for longer, you can see them move, and you can see whether they dissipate or grow larger. And stuff on the sun, it takes 5 to 15 minutes to see those changes. So we're really lucky.
We are. The Heartland is a big science experiment today. In fact, the country is. Peggy, thank you very much. Going to throw it over now to Carly O'Keefe, who I believe is in Makanda. Carly?
All right, thank you, Marianne. Yeah, we are back out live here in Makanda, and I want to show you, this is how hot it is. Look at the line at the ice cream truck. This is, folks have been lining up. This thing has really cleaned up today because it is just so sweltering hot down in this valley of Makanda, but everybody wants to be here because this is the Eclipse Crossroads, and what that means is that we're right in the path of totality today, and this small town is also going to be in the path of totality in 2024 for a second eclipse. Now that is really miraculous in and of itself, because let me talk to you about how rare of an event this is. You think, oh, maybe I've seen a solar eclipse, but you probably haven't unless you've traveled across the world. Makanda has not seen a total solar eclipse since 9 years before Christopher Columbus was born. So it's been a while since the skies have gone dark in the middle of the day in this part of the country. So you are going to get to see something truly remarkable today. And I want to show you just how packed this area is. Take a look. We've got all these cars. They've got parking any which way they can fit cars in. And this is not even the central downtown area. We're over by the post office, and the boardwalk is down around that corner and around another corner, and apparently they've been having some difficulty with people parking where they shouldn't be doing, but I've been told, I just talked to a deputy a few minutes ago, he said so far no real problems. They've just had to nudge people, hey, don't park here, but so far today things have been moving really slowly here in the small town of Makanda. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Carly, thank you very much. And this is part of your eclipse watching kit.
Yeah.
Okay, you need your glasses. You need your umbrella, though, because it is hot. You need some water. And if you're Grant, you can do a little sunbathing.
You're stuck on the end. He's working on his tan a little bit there.
Oh, I've got the sunscreen lathered on.
Yeah.
As do I, but it's not going to stay on.
No, I know.
No, probably not.
We went with the black Eclipse shirts, folks, okay? All right, so we are just getting started here on Heartland Eclipse 2017. We're going to continue toward totality in just about an hour. Still ahead, we're going to take you to SIU to check out some of the big events there. And at SEMO, we're going to talk live with tonight's keynote speaker.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's take another look at the eclipse. Again, well underway here across the Heartland. We're about 45 minutes away from the start of totality.
You're watching Heartland Eclipse 2017 on KFVS 12.
And welcome back, everyone, as we continue toward totality here. We were just discussing how you can kind of tell a difference.
We're starting to notice a difference.
Yeah, there's a couple of things you'll notice differently as we get closer to totality. One is you kind of sense the lighting is just a little different.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a yellowish hue to more stuff now than there was.
Right.
It's just very, very faint. You can just kind of feel a difference the way you're looking out when you're not looking at the sun, just looking around everywhere.
Hey, let's go to Brittany Jacob right now. She is live on the campus of Southern Illinois University. Brittany, what's going on there?
So right here at Saluki Stadium, there are about, Ray Goldsmith told me there are about 14,000 seats that were sold out. Some people are at SIU Arena cooling off because it's extremely hot out here. Well, right now I'm sitting here with North Putnam High School, 250 kids from Indiana. This is all of them right here. You have elementary, middle school, and high school. They've been up since 5:30 this morning here, and I have Lori Breaker, the 6th grade science teacher. Tell me, what was your purpose for bringing all of the kids down here today?
Well, when I was about in 3rd grade, my teacher took me outside to look down at a partial solar eclipse, and it really sparked my interest in science. So when this opportunity came around, I really wanted to provide that same opportunity for all of these kids.
Well, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Let's go out live now to Crystal Britt. She's at Houck Stadium just down the road from us in Cape Girardeau. Crystal?
All right, Hey Kathy, it's getting loud out here as people are getting pretty excited. We are very close to the eclipse, and I want to bring in a special guest. He's actually going to be speaking here at an event at Southeast Missouri State University tonight. Dr. Michio Kaku, he's very widely known as a science figure in the world today. Again, we'll be presenting tonight. You're all the way from New York for this big event. What's it like to be here and witness this firsthand?
Well, the countdown has begun. In about 35 minutes, history will be made right here.
Right here.
You realize this is the most heavily researched eclipse in human history.
Really?
And it's perhaps the greatest event that the human race has seen communally on the internet and television.
Wow.
The most widely viewed event. And this is something that you'll tell your grandkids about.
You're right. And my kids are going to be watching it too, and I know they'll remember it forever. Is it exciting to know that through this eclipse, people who really aren't sciencey, who really aren't interested in that perhaps this will turn them on to science?
I hope so. You know, we spend our lives looking down. Students look down. People pay taxes, look down. Why not look up for the first time and realize there's a universe out there? Now, I'm a physicist, and I realize that this is as close as I will get to a spiritual experience, communing, connecting with the universe itself. That something that's happening 250,000 miles in outer space is going to affect your backyard.
That's right.
This is amazing, communing with the universe.
It's worth all the sweat that we are dealing with to get through it, right?
That's right. And we physicists love it because we're analyzing solar flares. One day a giant solar flare could wipe out our satellites, power stations, really ruin our day. And we want to know more about that because sometimes the sun has a temper tantrum. That's why we're studying this so carefully now.
I love it how you're putting it into words I understand. Dr. Kaku, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the eclipse.
You're watching Heartland Eclipse 2017 on KFVS 12.
Welcome back, everyone. Just about 4 minutes away from totality, and take a look at this shot from a chopper that we've got for you. This is over in southern Illinois, where you can see some people are doing what they're not supposed to be doing, which is pulling over to the side of the road to watch the eclipse. Authorities are urging people not to do that. It can be dangerous. We do want to let you know that when we go to totality in about 4 minutes, we are going to just let the event speak for itself. So you will not hear us talking, and we're going to play some music and just kind of let people enjoy it.
Yeah, so we can all enjoy it. But in the meantime, let's go back to Nicole Cartmel, who is waiting for Ozzy Osbourne to take the stage just minutes from now.
We are ready to rock out here at Moonstock. Ozzy Osbourne is set to take the stage at 1:20 this afternoon. But of course, one of the most important parts of this whole day is the eclipse. Now, I found some friends here from Texas, and they have their camera out here trying to do some stuff. What are you trying to do today?
Trying to get some shots of the eclipse.
And have you been successful so far?
Trying to figure it out. I don't have the right lens, so I'm trying to make a little makeshift filter for it so I don't damage my camera here.
Right, because that's the most important part. Now, obviously, you've never seen the eclipse before in your lifetime, so this is going to be pretty awesome, yeah?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Definitely. And with Ozzy playing too, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys again. We are patiently waiting Ozzy Osbourne to take the stage. Reporting here in Moonstock, Nicole Cartmel for HeartlandWeekend.com.
You're watching Heartland Eclipse 2017 on KFVS 12.
You can really tell a difference.
Man, what
much darker.
Yeah. So much darker outside.
That little eeriness to this to the light. And look at it getting dark right now. Here it comes.
Here it comes right
now.
Let's go. Let's go. This is totality right now. Enjoy.
Wow.
You're watching Heartland Eclipse 2017 on KFVS 12.
McKanda, Illinois, tiny McKanda, Illinois, if you've been there, was really at the crossroads of this eclipse. Not only was it in totality for this eclipse, but it's going to be in totality again in 7 years.
That's right, folks. 7 years from totality.
2024, yeah. We'll start counting it down now for you. Don't worry. So what a great place. And that little town really showed out and had a big crowd and a lot of fun. Let's go to Carly O'Keefe. She continues our coverage from McKanda. And Carly, is everyone still hanging out there? It's such a great town to be in.
It is a great town to be in. And you know what? I will tell you that people here are already looking forward to that 2024 eclipse. In fact, one guy said next time they'll have 4 minutes of totality, which is even more than the 2 minutes and 41 odd seconds that they had in this eclipse. So everybody is very excited. But meantime, you can see people still having fun out here, but it's left down to a lot of locals. All of the out-of-towners seem to be getting out of this town and heading back to where they are staying. For now, I'll send it back to you.
All right, we're going to go back live now to Rudy the Rooster, and I got to say, I'm a little disappointed in his performance during this eclipse. He did not crow.
He didn't.
When the sun came back up, and but he crowed all day in the newsroom. So Rudy, we don't know what's happening.
But he did tear up his little pin. I mean, he was a little anxious.
Yeah, he was. He could tell something was up.
He's got eclipse glasses.
He's got some cleaning to do.
And folks, thanks for joining us for this extended version of Heartland News today.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the eclipse as much as we did.